Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm talking about Community. The first 2 episodes of Season 6 aired on Yahoo Screen, technically today, last night, whatever it was, but it did air. And I've been a huge fan of Community since the first episode. I watched it when the pilot aired, and I've actually been on and off from Community for a little while, like towards the middle seasons. I jumped off, and then last season I went back on, and now, of course, this season I wanted to watch the whole thing once again. So, what if you guys didn't know, Community did get canceled from NBC, and then Yahoo Screen picked up the show, and now we can get more Community craziness. This is free, so if you want to watch it, it's just on Yahoo Screen, and I think all 5 seasons are on Hulu also. I don't know if you need Hulu Plus or not, but it's on Hulu, so if you haven't caught up with Community, I think you definitely should, because it's a very quirky comedy. So you can watch it for free on Yahoo Screen. And every Tuesday there's going to be a new episode of the show, and there's about 13 episodes for the season. And this is the only day they air 2 episodes. The next Tuesday will be 1 episode. So with the first episode, it's called Ladders, and it's Greendale getting used to even more people leaving. Still trying to save Greendale as always, because Greendale's always ready to not have money or clothes, and for some reason. And Shirley leaves the show, which is sad because I loved Shirley's character. But Yvette Brown, she's on Odd Couple now and something with her family. That's why she wasn't able to do the season. Maybe she'll come back, but I will talk about her little special appearance in this episode. Now she left, and it's the crew trying to get used to her not being part of the group anymore and having a new person replace her, which is a normal person who wants to fix Greendale, but does Greendale need fixing? And if it does fix Greendale, then is it really Greendale? So this new character is kind of boring, but in a way that Greendale's so weird that she's boring. She's very pretentious, she thinks she's better than everyone else, but in some way in this episode she's able to mesh with the group and put Greendale on the right path, but still understand the weirdness of Greendale. So what did I think about the first episode I thought this episode was great. This was probably the best episode out of the 2. Not saying that the second episode was bad, but this episode had all the quirkiness you want from Community, and I think Yahoo Screen can do more than NBC. There's less limits to the show. Frisbees falling from the sky, montages galore. It's weird, but that's what Community is, and it sticks to the weird. And we even have an awesome ending with this episode. My favorite part was that Abed kept saying that Shirley had her own spin-off, and by the end we actually get an appearance from Yvette Brown, who she gets her own spin-off with this detective in a wheelchair, so she moves on to a drama. So I thought that was great, and it's just making fun of television, making fun of media in general. That's what Community does. That's what Abed does, and we get to see that a lot here, and I think the first episode did that the best. Now, talking about the new character, was she a good addition? For the first couple of minutes, I was like, I don't know, I love Shirley, I don't want her to leave. But at the same time, I won't say she's a good replacement, but I liked her as a new character. I think she brings something different to the Community table, the Community study session. Because she is normal, and I think Community is going to make her abnormal, and we're going to find her quirks, and that's what I'm really excited to see with this new character. Hopefully we'll get to see more than 6 seasons of Community, that way we can actually see her character develop, but I think this first episode proves that there's just so much more story to tell with Community, and it doesn't feel like every story has been told. And it's going in a really nice direction. Even though the study group has changed so much since the beginning, it still has a really cool dynamic, even with the new characters. So that's the first episode. Really, really thought it was a good premiere. Second episode, I liked the second episode also. I don't think it was as good as the first one, but it was about virtual reality. The dean is getting into virtual reality, so that was just a fun, quirky thing for Community. And Britta dealing with her parents wanting to help her, and Britta does not like her parents, but by the end she learns that they're just trying to help, and you kind of have to move on from that. So what I liked about the episode was that we get to dig into Britta's backstory a bit more, which I always enjoy, especially with our older characters. It's great to learn a little bit more about them. even though we feel like we know everything about them. And I hope Britta's parents end up being recurring, maybe seeing them every once in a while, because I thought they were really good additions to the show, and it was cool seeing Britta try to push off that, and also our new character, who's the more uptight character, try to help Britta, so her kind of meshing into the group a bit more in her own way. So again, that episode wasn't as good as the first one. I think the first one had a lot more quirks, a lot more funny moments, but I thought the second episode really did progress the season a bit more, and it was a good Britta episode story-wise, and it still had its weird stuff, but the first episode was a bit better. But overall, I'm pretty happy with season 6. I think it's going in an interesting direction. It doesn't feel like there's a drought from the show. It definitely seems like they have more stories to tell, which is very important. So overall, I'm going to give the first episode 4.5 stars, and I think I'm going to give the second episode 3.75 stars. That's my rating for both episodes. And if you want me to review more Community episodes on Tuesdays, please let me know. And if I get enough responses, I definitely will review Community, because I do really enjoy the show. It's an easy show to watch and review on Tuesdays, because you have it all day. It's not a certain time you're watching on television. So let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links for my comic book, like Father Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.